Going on, y'all? Hope everybody's tapped in. Battle, rap, talk. King Coney, what up? Deco, what up? We're going to tap in with my homeboy Nems Gutter, Coney Island president. You know what I'm saying? Bex, what up? Shout out to everybody tapping in. I'm going to have to get Red Bull to sponsor me, man, because we're going to have a... Cardi, I appreciate you, man. Everybody go follow my man King Card, man, for real. Dude is no joke. He was my first guest. It was only right to have Card as my first guest, man. He's one of my favorite dudes I ever came across. Truly a fan of that man's craft, too. Son is official. He's a funny nigga. You got to follow him on Facebook, too, this kid. Real quick, go out there, Spinrilla, Dap Hiff, SoundCloud. Go get that preloaded mixtape by yours truly, hosted by DJ Chase. It's fire. A lot of dope joints on there. I got a single out. Know Me, produced by Automatic. That's out everywhere. Tidal, I don't know, wherever y'all listen to music at, man. iTunes, whatever, Napster. What else? We got a new video coming out. Nems, what up? We got a new video coming out, my man, Gran Figura. I'm tapping into the Latin market, man. It's only right. This is the fuck your live edition. FYL edition. Know what I mean?
Yo, fuck your life. Fuck your life. Fuck your life. What's going on over there?
Gutter, what up, kid?
I'm driving. What's going on?
I see you. How's everything, bro?
Everything is good, man. Having a good time, man. Enjoying life. What's going on?
I see you. You look happy. You look like, I don't know, you just look like a whole new different dude, man, from when I last saw you, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking world of difference, bro. This is Gorilla Nems, man. The last time you see me, I was like medium Nems. I wasn't skinny Nems. But now I'm a full gorilla. I made the full transformation.
Now you're a silverback. You ready to go.
Yeah, that's a fact. Bang on my chest, baby. What's good, though?
All right, so real quick, I'm chilling, brother. You already know, working, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep up, man. Just trying to keep up.
Yo, I want to make it
Inspired
clear.
by people like you and everything.
I want to make it clear. I wouldn't do this for anybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sundays I'm mad busy. If it was a regular, like, nigga, I would not do this. Like, straight up. The only reason I'm doing this is TDI. I need the people that's watching to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk about battle rap. I don't want to do none of that. But you my nigga, and you always been silent since the day I met you. And, you know, that's what we do for real individuals. We do real shit.
I appreciate that, bro. I really do appreciate that, my nigga. And that's why I felt like I had to tap in. There's a lot of people I could be doing this with. And it's only certain niggas that matter. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had Cardi up here last week. You know what I'm saying? You already know Cardi's pedigree. That's our nigga right there. It wouldn't be right if I didn't get you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, nah. Cardi's one of my favorite rappers out right now, bro. I've been trying to link with him for a minute.
Yeah, nah, we got to get him on the record, too.
Facts. No, I've been trying to link with him every time because he's not in New York no more. So every time he comes to New York, I'll be like, yo, hit me wherever you at. And then we just don't wind up linking up. But I'm gonna get to him.
Now we are, but let's tap in, right? So I heard of you through Fight Club, and like I was telling Cardi last week, when I got there, you was one of the niggas they said, yo, be careful, like that nigga right there. And I'm like, you know, and I already saw your name and your name was on the wall, Nems, fuck your life, and I'm like, all right, I was already computing the bars in my head. I said, all right, boom. So plug me in real quick. How did it all start for you? Because I want to talk about battle rap in the streets. Fuck the Fight Club. Let's get to that in a minute. But in the streets, Coney Island.
Yo, how I got my name though, like I started off, like when my first rap was towards a battle, but I linked up with my man Burns and we just started doing music. So I was always into just doing music. But because when I started writing, it was towards a battle, I was just naturally aggressive. So how I figured I would do mad graffiti back in the day. So I used to just walk up and down Mermaid Avenue. It's 21 blocks, 3 avenues, right? Coney Island. So I used to just walk up and down doing graffiti, getting high, and battling niggas. Whoever said they rap, I was battling niggas. That's why I'm the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
like I made my rounds throughout the whole Coney Island. You know what I'm saying? And then I started doing, you know, before Fight Club and stuff like that. It was like they had like bragging rights, this battle shit called bragging rights. I won that. I just would win mad battles throughout the city, and then the Fight Club shit happened. I thought it was a one-time event. I won, and then I just kept going.
So there was more artists out in Coney Island, like there was niggas out there that was getting it in with the rap thing, or it was just like
I mean, there was a couple that was rapping, but none of them took it as serious as me. Like I knew that this is what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that this was like I was ready to go all out. That's the only reason I'm successful today is because I just haven't stopped. Man, niggas stopped. I just never stopped.
Listen though, and you don't even know this. I don't know if you realize this, but you're somewhat of a hip hop legend, and I'm gonna say in a sense, you put a whole part of Brooklyn on the map. If it wasn't for the cyclone, the rides, and the festivities, music-wise, niggas gotta respect Coney Island, my nigga. Like,
I mean, that was the goal. That was the goal from the jump. Because everybody, when you're in Coney Island, all you think of is the rides. And there's a whole, like when you get off the train, you can make a left and you're at the rides. But if you make a right, that's a whole neighborhood. There's like 30,000 people there that has never been represented in any type of music. So I always took that as like, that's my duty. You know what I'm saying? From day one.
People, you know, nobody in hip hop could, I don't think, like, you can't put Brooklyn on the map because Brooklyn is already on the map. Before Biggie, it was Kane, and you got Jay-Z's out there. So there's a lot of people putting Brooklyn on the map. Brooklyn is already on it. The Bronx, you got Fat Joe, Big Pun, KRS. You know, it has its history. But you put a whole section on, my nigga. Like, niggas can't talk Coney Island without mentioning Nems.
that's the whole point.
Like, you should have your own. Niggas should give you a label.
We're working on that.
So boom, you get the Fight Club, right?
Yo, what are you drinking? RC Cola? What's good with you? Fucking drinking Monster Energy, bro? What's good with you?
Yo. And listen, I love RC Cola, bro. That RC Cola.
Yo, I haven't had that shit forever. I haven't had that shit since fucking 10 years ago.
Nigga, that shit is weird. So listen, yo, all right. So we get the Fight Club, right? Who you battled? Who's the first nigga?
I have no idea. Yo, it was getting me so mad when I heard you and Cardi talking last week. It was getting me so mad that y'all knew your whole history. I am so disappointed in myself, firstly, because you got to remember, in that era, I was 19, right? So at 19, I caught a charge for robbery. I bailed out and never went back. So that whole Fight Club shit I was doing while I was on the run.
I remember
you know what I'm saying? And I knew that when they caught me, I was going to have to do a bid. And I had to do a bid. I had to do a 1 to 4, 1.5 to 4.5. But that whole time I was on the run, I was just like, fuck everything. I was getting high. I was taking Xannies and everything before it was popular. Before niggas knew what it was. And if you take Xanax, that shit, your memory's gone, brother. You don't remember what you did the night before, right? So it wasn't just Xanax. It was coke. It was, nigga, besides, I didn't smoke crack and I didn't shoot no needles, but everything else was fair game. So I was up in Fight Club. Coked up, Xanaxed up, mushroomed up, fucking acid, nigga. I was just a fucking garbage head. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the battles that I did, where'd I go, right or left?
Right.
A lot of the battles that I did, I don't remember who the fuck. All I remember is my first couple weeks, I took out like P's whole team. I didn't battle P, but I do remember like the first 4 or 5 weeks, it was all niggas down with P, and I beat all of them.
Yo, and somehow I remember it was a rough patch for you. You was going through a lot because you was always a cool nigga. Like you was a disrespectful motherfucker rap wise. Like
yeah.
But I always remember you was a cool nigga, and I remember, you know, the rough stage, you know, you was going through, but you were still productive. There was still music coming out. you had mixtape coming. I had the mixtape with you sitting on the bench. I forgot the name of that one.
Fuck Your Life, Volume 1. That's my first mixtape.
Bro, that tape was. Oh, I still got it. It's somewhere in the.
Yo, that's my shit too. I just put it up on iTunes too. Matter of fact,
I'm gonna download that because I was just listening to Gorilla Twins.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, bro.
That's tough.
Man,
and the one before that was
Gorilla Monsoon. That's like my best album to date, man. I love that album.
I
was listening to both of them today actually, because I was like, damn, I ain't listened to these shits in a minute. And I listened to them.
You and Conway went off. So you were still productive in the Fight Club era, right? Like you still found your way to make music, and then I don't understand why Fight Club never took you out to Puerto Rico for this big ass battle and all these.
Because I was unstable. Right, they would take me places, and I had a development deal with Riggs. You know what I'm saying?
Riggs Morales.
I heard y'all talking about him last week, and it came to a point where they was like, "Yo, Nems, we love your music, man. We want to sign you, but everywhere we take you, you robbing niggas." And this is after I came home. They was like, "Yo, you going in and out of jail. You fucking robbing niggas. You show up. Either you're good or sometimes you're not good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're fucking sleeping in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're robbing. You know, like you're more of a liability than an asset." And they stopped returning my calls. So it was the same thing with the Fight Club niggas. Like they fucked with me heavy. There was times I went up there by myself and didn't have no money and battled, and won and be like, yo, I didn't win nothing. They would give me like a fucking pound of sour and fucking mad hundreds and thousands, and just they came and told me they was because they had a thing Fight Club Elite. They was like, yo, we want you to be Fight Club Elite. We want you to sign to our label. And then also when they asked me to sign with them as a label, I told them like, yo, I'm dealing with Shady right now. Like I fuck with y'all niggas, but like I got dealing with Shady. At that time, Shady is fucking the powerhouse of the fucking industry. So I'm like, yo, I'm dealing with Shady Records. Like, no disrespect to y'all, but like, you know, this is who I'm dealing with. And I think by that time, Riggs wasn't dealing with them no more. So I think they took it personal. And also there was other shit. They paid me to not go to Detroit to battle with D12. Like, and they paid me to not do it, and I still did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took their money and I still went, and then they started fixing battles against me. It was a whole bunch of shit, man.
You stirred up a lot of controversy.
Yeah. I mean, they started it in my eyes because the first 10 battles, I was 10-0, and then my 11th battle was fucking here, right? What my 11th battle was Solo, like, and there was no. I remember that battle. You know what I'm saying? There's certain battles I remember. I remember Solo. I remember Party Artie. I remember Doobs from Sporty Thieves, and for some reason I remember battling you. I remember it was in that other spot with the microphone.
I hated that spot.
Styles P was the judge. I remember what I told you and everything. You said you started crying when you met Usher. For some reason that stands out to me. Because you know what stands out to me?
We're gonna get to that because I want to talk about that night too. Now that Coney's in here, Coney was in here. Yeah, Coney played a real good. He played a good role in that battle. But listen, all right, so. You Solo was okay. I liked him. He had the little Martin Luther King type style.
Look, Solo as a person, cool dude. Music wise, he had fire music. Battle wise, nah, he wasn't fucking with me at all. In all these years since the Fight Club, not one person has ever come to me and been like, yo, I think you lost to Solo. Not one person.
Right,
I think my official record is like 26 wins and like 4 or 5 losses, right? That's my official record. The only loss I consider is to Cardi, right? Because I remember when I battled him after it was over, I remember telling my mans like, yeah, I lost that one. And that's the only time I ever felt like that. But I found out later that Solo was signed to TBT Records, which was Little John at the time.
Yeah, I remember.
And they went up to Fight Club and was like, yo, we got an artist. We want him to get his name. And you got to remember, at that time, Fight Club is the most popping shit in the industry, in the city. That shit is like, everybody knows. If you pop in that Fight Club, everybody knows your name. So they did like some shit where they was like, yo, we need to break this artist, brought him to the Fight Club, and it was like, yo, here's 10,000, whatever amount of money, make sure he wins, put him against your champion. At that time, I'm 10-0. You know what I'm saying? They put him against me and said he won. And then they show it on MTV. Out of 26 wins, you only saw one of my 4 losses on MTV. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That was terrible, bro. Yo, let me tell you something, man. You got some shit. You was out here doing niggas filthy, bro. Like,
I had fun doing it.
but that's what I'm saying. That's the natural you.
Yeah, that's my regular shit.
Disrespectful. Yeah. Fuck your life. Like, that's just Nems. Like, it wouldn't be you if you fucking threw on a suit and tie and just did community service. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But so damn, Fix, that's crazy, my nigga. So then, who would you say was besides him was a memorable battle besides him and Cardi? Favorite battle?
I remember the most one I was shook of was Party Artie, for the fact that I'm a hip hop head, right? I'm a hip hop historian. Like I'm a student of the game, right? So I know who Party Artie is. I was a fan of digging in the crates, but at that time there wasn't no internet, there wasn't no MySpace, there wasn't no Facebook or nothing. And I remember hearing Party Artie all the time on DITC records and showing AG records and being like, "Yo, son is fire, son is fire." But I didn't know what he looked like. I had no idea who he was or what he looked like.
Right.
I see. So when you know, they just call your name at the thing.
Right.
So they was like, all right, next up, we got Nems. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to eat something. And then they was like, all right, versus Party Artie. And I was like, Party Artie? Where the fuck is Party Artie? And I was like, oh shit, this is the nigga I've been listening to. Like, I fuck with this nigga. Yeah, and I'm like, nigga came a big black nigga, like, grimy looking nigga. I was like, ooh, this nigga, you know, this nigga's gonna give me problems. I already knew. And the same shit he said to me, he battled the same week against Mook on the Smack DVD. That's why Mook told him, like, take advice from my niggas from Coney Island. Fuck your life, when he battled him, you know what I'm saying? Because he said the same shit to me. When you was in diapers, I was in life with lifers, rhyming in sight, that shit, you know what I'm saying? He said the same thing to me. But, yeah, so I remember that one. I remember Doobs from Sporty Thieves. I was a fan of his, too. Sporty Thieves was fire. I remember them, and I remember flaming him. You know what I'm saying? I remember flaming him, and I felt bad, but I was like, he was like my fifth or sixth win. Like, he was just in a whole, it was just bad for him, because the Fight Club was getting their name known, so niggas started thinking they was nice coming up. And I fuck with dudes. He's a good dude, you know what I'm saying? But I flamed him.
Party Artie was dope, man. I like Party Artie. I got to work with him.
Party Artie was super dope.
Before he passed away, I got to work with him. I was on class tape.
Yeah, bro. He was like super.
I remember you didn't even notice he passed away because you had asked for him on Twitter. Remember that I had told you?
Yes. I didn't know.
He passed away. You was like, what? Yeah, bro. That shit. I found out through the streets. Again, the internet wasn't popping. Twitter was just new. So
no, nigga, there wasn't no Twitter. There wasn't even mine. Because you know how I remember? Because I did my bid in 06. They caught me on that warrant, right? And in 06, Fight Club, it was popping, but it wasn't really popping no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, whatever. Nobody really fucked with it. But I did my shit, and when I went into the jail, it just came on MTV. So as soon as I got in the jail, niggas knew who I was and was like, yo, I just seen homie battling, da 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 da. So I had to battle niggas in the yard. I was doing all types of shit, but there was only AOL chat rooms when I went in, and when I came home, MySpace was invented. I remember my mans was like, yo, there's some new shit, MySpace. We made you a page. And then I came and it was MySpace and YouTube. And I had one video on YouTube, and that was me versus Mav. And Mav had two of his rounds and only one of mine. And I went. That's why I went to see him versus Iron Solomon. I was like a week home. And I went to go to Solomon's my man. So Solomon was like, yo, I'm battling Math, actually. So we went, mad Coney Island niggas was like, yo, what's up with that video, homie? He was like, yo, I'll take it down if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I found it funny that, how the fuck you got the footage, bro? Nobody got the fucking footage from Fight Club.
Right, nobody. And that's crazy. And you was their elite though. Like, you was their top dog. Like, if they had to go against any other league, they had to put you at the forefront, nigga. Like, you was the nigga that had to come out blazing, shooting at the hip, because you was the disrespectful one, my nigga.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you though. Listen, I battled Scar Child, right, from Far Rockaway, right. Scar Child's my nigga. Scar Child's a good nigga. Like, I fucks with him. Like, if I see him to this day, it's mad love, right? But at the time, I remember him battling Dayton, right? And he said something to Dayton where he was like, yo, and Nems is going to get it next. And then me and Scar Child almost fought right there on the spot in Fight Club, right? His crew, my crew, we had a scuffle. But you know Fight Club's always mad packed, so we couldn't get to each other. So before we even got to each other, niggas broke it up.
Right.
But the next week, I battled Scar Child, and I had mad bars for him. And all three of the judges, like, when they called the winner, I remember it was Bizarre from D12. It was the Track Boys, the producers, one of them, the niggas that made Jaquan. This is what Jaquan, Tipsy, and all of that, them niggas.
Yeah.
And somebody else, but they called Scar Child the winner. And I had, I think, $800 on myself. I bet on myself, right? The nigga from the Track Boys stood up in front of everybody, went in his pocket, took out $800 in front of everybody, and handed it right to me and said, yo, all three of us just voted for you, and they called his name. I was like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Facts.
Wow.
Facts.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. I didn't think it was that
bro.
political.
Me neither.
I would have never thought, bro. I swear to God, I thought Fight Club was the place. You went in there. If you had it, you went in there. You did your thing. If you didn't, pack it up because you was out of here.
Nah, they had hidden agendas, bro. Obviously, if they fucking had an MTV deal that nobody knew about. None of us knew about the MTV shit. I mean, I didn't. I didn't know it was gonna be on MTV. The niggas was telling me, yo, because I was battling every week. So I was like, it was hard for me to write bars every single week, nigga. So at a point, I was like, yo, I'm going to take this week off because I don't have no new bars. And they was like, yo, when this comes out, we only going to use like 1 or 2 battles. So don't worry, you can spit your shit over. So I was like, all right. So I just started recycling things. So like, yo, out of 30 battles, my nigga, I might have 10 battles worth of material. You know what I'm saying? I just kept spitting. Right. But I think that's also ill because I was beating niggas with the same verses they heard last week.
Yeah, we had to. I mean, we had to because shit was just. Number one, we didn't know who we was rapping against until the night of.
Yeah.
And it was when I got there. I got to Fight Club at like 03, 04. It was every other week, so it was tough to write rhymes, 3 rounds at that, possibly a 4th.
Yup.
And remember all that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you don't know who you waiting for.
Facts.
We didn't write for nobody back then. We showed
but
up.
I think that's the true essence. I think that's mad illa than nowadays. Cause like you could research anybody and come up with shit, but like if you just had to have a full clip ready for whoever, nigga, that's mad harder. You know what I'm saying? Like I liked it like that better anyway.
Let's talk about the night I battled you. I get to I get to the stupid ass spot across the street. I hated that shit. It had a stage.
Yeah, that shit.
Had microphones. Yeah. And I already knew I was battling you before they called us because my homegirl Amber.
Yeah, but she worked at Shady.
Yes.
But she was like the receptionist. She was like the receptionist at Fight Club too.
She was fucking with Tone Capone from Hot 97, Street Soldiers.
She looked good. I remember she looked good.
Peeped it. So she goes, yo, they're bringing out Nems tonight for you. They already see you out here wilding. They bringing Nems out. They bringing the big niggas. So I said, what? So I remember I get up there. I was uncomfortable from the beginning. My cousin Chepo, he's in the room. He can vouch. He was like, yo, nigga, just focus. So I was 4-0 before I got to you. Every night I went to, nobody knows this. Every night I went to the Fight Club, I was drunk. I battled every nigga drunk. I had white Brugal with Sprite in a cup. Every nigga, because the international people like, yo, I know you got that. Let me get some. The night I battled you, I'm sober. So I'm like, I'm going to here sober. I got to be prepared for this nigga, right? So I think that, and then weeks prior, I had just battled Cardi and his man Todd, GIB. Shout out to both of them. And we didn't
which is one of the illest names. I think GIB, Guy in the Bushes, is one of the illest names ever. I always thought that.
That's probably one of the best names in hip hop.
Guy in the
That's
Bushes.
crazy. Guy in the Bushes. They can respect the hunter. Like his acronyms are just dope. So
yeah,
I'm arguing with them on the side, and it was perfect. It was about to be. I had Styles P judging. I was already fucking with Styles P. He had brought me up to D Block. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. I just gotta get through 3 rounds of this nigga, bro. I know he's gonna come in here gunning. The first 4 bars, it was already your first 4 bars already through the roof. I was uncomfortable. I said, yo. I remember looking back, and my team was just like,
yo, I remember that. Yo, for some reason,
I
don't remember a lot of battles, bro. But I do remember bodying you.
Bro, listen.
And I don't mean to say this, you my nigga, but I remember clearly that I was like, yo, I'm bodying this. I remember thinking that, like, yo, I'm bodying this nigga.
And I say this in every interview I go to. They ask me about battle rap, and they ask me over, and I always say I lost to one guy, Nems, Coney Island. And I don't feel no type of way because it's the truth. If that footage came out, niggas is gonna be like, T. And I had some battles. But that one
I know you did.
Awful. That one was awful. I was like, and I remember at the end of the battle, me being upset, and Cardi and them weren't there anymore. So I'm like, oh, these niggas left. So it wasn't like it was gonna be a scuffle, but we were gonna argue. Who knows how it went? We were gonna argue. But you know, Cardi just made sure I lost, my nigga. Cardi's my bet. And I remember going up to you, I gave you a dap, and you said to me, yo, you'll fuck your life for nigga. Good shit.
Yeah, because I remember your energy. I remember your energy and talking to you, and I just automatically liked you and was like, was fucking with you just off the energy. There's some niggas that in Fight Club, like, I was like, yeah, this nigga's a dickhead. Like, I won't fuck with this nigga. But for some reason, I just felt the vibe with you, you know what I'm saying? And I respected it, and that's why, you know what I'm saying? And even though I won the battle, I still recognized that you was a hard spitter, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Appreciate that, yeah. I remember coming back. I told a couple of niggas, my man Grin, Axel's peoples. And
Grin Styles.
Grin, my brother. I said, oh, Grin, I battled Nems. He was like, nigga, once I would have loved to see that. I said it was awful. They got crashed and burned. He was like, nigga, I told you that nigga's no joke. He just started laughing. He's like, yo, it's like, he didn't even, niggas expected it. Like, it's not something that niggas was like, word? A few niggas was like, damn, T, you lost? I was like, yeah, nigga, like, this nigga's no fucking joke. I remember talking about it for like a few weeks, like in the block, like, yo, Coney Island nigga did me filthy. So I told Executive Nick, I'm not going back to that spot. That spot got my fucking ghost is in there. I'm not going there no more. So then he calls me like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. And he goes, so T, I need you to come back. We back at the old spot though.
Yeah, he moved back,
We back at the spot. I said, word? Bet. That night was madness, my nigga. It was Philly versus New York type thing.
I remember I battled Eddie Morris.
That's who I battled. No. That night I battled Eddie Morris. So it's probably
so they must have came more than once.
Right. Yeah, they came more than once.
The first time when Philly came, I battled Eddie Morris. And the second time, which was my 20th win, because I remember that, I beat RJ Payne, who was Rain Man.
Yeah.
And I remember it was my 20th win. I didn't have my front tooth. I got into a fight and got knocked out. Right. And I remember at the 20th win, I jumped on top of the pool table and I said, yo, none of y'all niggas in here want it. I got 20 wins and none of y'all could come close and I'll burn all of y'all niggas. I'm the king in here. I remember that vividly. And then I got interviewed by Fox 5 and I remember because I didn't have my tooth in my mouth. And RJ Payne was like, yo, this nigga don't even have a tooth in his mouth. And I remember it's like, that's some kissing your mother, nigga. And the whole crowd went crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to RJ Payne, man.
Oh, he's fucking ridiculous. I look at that nigga now and be like, I don't know about now. I don't know about now if I had to battle.
You did KOTD, though.
I did that. That was the most uncomfortable thing I ever did in my life.
Why?
It was just different, bro. Like, and it was a lot of reasons. One is when I was doing the Fight Club, I was on massive drugs. So I had no feelings. Like, I was ready for whatever, whenever, however, whatever. 10 years later, 15 years later, I'm battling a King of the Dot. I'm completely sober. I never had a nervous attack until like 10 minutes before the battle, bro. I was
The
like
worst fear.
hyperventilating. It was the main event. I had talked mad shit. Ice had talked mad shit. He specifically didn't want to see me before the battle, so the hostility was thick. But I had like 20 niggas. We was in Boston, but I rented 2 Sprinter vans and busting like 20 niggas. We was ready for whatever. But the people, I was thinking the people was expecting the old Nems, which is the disrespectful, punt your mother, da da da. So I spit that way. And I learned a lot about myself because I did spit that way, but I'm not that person no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I could kill you with mad other shit now, but I resorted back to the slap my dick on your daughter's head. And like, when I look, I don't even watch that battle no more because I'm like, yo, nah, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It taught me a lot about myself. I feel like if it wasn't a tie that I won, you know what I'm saying? And that was their champion at the time. That's the main thing I wanted to prove to people, to be like, yo, listen, I could come back whenever I want and beat the champ. So I proved that. But other than that, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was mad
That
nerve
battle
wracking.
thing, I think is a phase we all grew out of, being that we were in it so early.
Yeah.
It's it's like niggas say about balls, a young man's sport. I mean, not necessarily, because you got niggas like Mook still doing it at a high standard. You know what I'm saying? Lux.
Yeah.
I had a battle last year, and this is the battle on beat. It was cool because we got to prepare, and the only reason it was cool, I was comfortable, is because me and Son been drawing at each other for like 4 or 5 years before that. So I was like, this is gonna be easy. I already got mad shit to say about this nigga. Like, let's just do it already. You know what I'm saying? But I remember after, I was just like, this is not what I do, man. Like, this is not me no more. Like, so many niggas are still calling me out, my nigga. Like, yo, what? I'm like, for me to battle a nigga now, it gotta make sense. It gotta be somebody like, okay, let's do it. And even that, I might not even, because my brain don't compute that way no more. It's like you said, you're not that guy. Like, I can't sit here. I'm more, I don't know, I just become this music guy. People develop. So that's what you did. You one of the niggas that proved battle rap niggas can make music. You successful, my nigga. You got albums popping in the UK like crazy. I see what's going on. I pay attention, my nigga. I see what you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
Then you start doing the joints. So how did the collab start to happen? Like, I see you got the Conway joint. That's one of my favorite records right now. I was just playing that earlier.
Conway shit happened. I paid him for the verse. You know what I'm saying? And then I met him afterwards, and we chilled afterwards. I got a joint with Benny that me and Benny just hit the studio together one night, and we made a banger. It's not on that album because it wasn't produced by that kid. But the Conway shit was just like, yo, I fucks with your shit. Here's some money. Get on this song. He did it. Then I met him afterwards before the album came out. We chopped it up. I played him in. It was all love. But Benny is the one I was the coolest with, like had the most rapport with. Like we hit the studio actually together and did joints. Me and Scram Jones is dropping the album this year before the album's up. Scram been my man for 20 years. Ill Bill just is a Brooklyn OG, you know what I'm saying, that tours the world. And we did a song, shit came out fire. We decided to do an album, and we were supposed to go on tour in Europe and Canada in September, but Corona happened, so we're gonna postpone that. But yeah, it's just like with the merch, with the music, everything in life, and just in life in general, is just stay consistent. You just gotta stay consistent. Like I don't do nothing that nobody else could do. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is people give up. I'm not willing to give up, bro. I've been working at this rap shit for fucking 20 years already, nigga. That's like working a fucking job for 20 years, and right before you get your pension and retire, you be like, nah, I quit. I got a kid now. I got a wife. I quit. Nah.
Yeah.
Just gotta stay consistent.
That's
Eventually, it's not an option. Like I know that I make music that people like, or somebody's gonna like, and eventually it'll get into the right place and it'll get into the right ears. Even if right now it may not seem like it's hitting, eventually it's gonna get somewhere and it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I always liked about you, that you stood to your guns. Like I've been listening to you from the beginning, like the first mixtape, right? And so now, definitely you've gotten better. Lyrically, you're better. Your mindset is different. That's what's keeping hip hop alive. There's niggas like you, RJ Payne, Benny, the whole Griselda thing. That's what keeps our era, our genre alive, bro. Because if you look at it now, not knocking the niggas now, the 5-year-olds and the A Boogies, and you know, that's not what we came up on. We came up off the boom bap, mean face, bopping, like, and it's good to see that shit is still moving, my nigga. It's still generating money. I know you was out on tour in overseas in the UK like last year.
Yeah. I was in Netherlands last year, Chicago, Puerto Rico, fucking all over Europe. So it's just we came up, I be thinking, man. I was thinking about this the other day, man. We came up and just the year I was born, like it was just after the Fight Club was done, it was a whole era of Atlanta music. Nothing wrong with that. But everything Atlanta was popping when we finished the Fight Club. So right when we finished and got our recognition known, the game was totally in a different place than what we were doing as artists. So if you didn't stick to your guns, if you tried to switch it up, niggas don't respect you now because you switched up. Me, I just was like, this is what I do. There's an ear for it. It may not be the popular ear right now, but just like with fashion and everything else, everything comes full circle.
Facts.
So where Wu-Tang was popping in 94 or 95, 96, all right, it dropped down. But niggas is now going to get hungry for it, and it's making a resurgence now.
Right.
And boom, now the people know I ain't never switched up. I've been here. So now, bang, just the consistency. That's it.
Now you got the merch. My cousin Chepo, he's in here now. You met Chepo before.
Yeah.
He does all my hats. You know what I'm saying? I started this hat by one day I said, I got my first hat over there. It looked terrible. It says TDI, big letters, says music on the bottom. Boom. And one nigga was like, I want one of those. I got a dozen made, and you know how it goes from there. Snowballs.
Yeah.
Then eventually I got the logo done, and my cousin takes care of all my hats. But you have, like right now, it says Lifers on your hat. Right now, everybody thinks that shit says Lakers.
Nah, Coney Island Lifers, baby.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. And I copped a few of your shirts. I copped 2 of your shirts, The Fuck Your Life. I had a battle in one.
Yeah.
I love that shirt. And that's why I wore it, because I went in there and I said, this nigga's done. Fuck Your Life edition. I'm going to kill this nigga tonight. I have my white Fuck Your Life shirt with the black and red letters. So what inspired you? Because you killing with merch, my nigga. Like, your merch is not cheapy, choppy, garbage shit, nigga. Like my man, Escobar, nigga from the Bronx, my man. That nigga love your shit. That nigga got your merch. This nigga's like, and it's good quality. What made you go into merchandising like the way?
It was always I always did T-shirts here and there. But I like wearing T-shirts that nobody else got. So I would sometimes get my shit made, and there's a certain quality that I like to wear. You know what I'm saying? So it came out of necessity too, because there was a time in life where I was transitioning from hustling. I didn't want to hustle no more. You know what I'm saying? I became a grown ass man. Like I was like, I'm not doing this no more. This is only gonna lead in one way, and that's not positive. So I was like, I gotta make this switch up. So I started getting money legally, and it wasn't enough. So I took the making the clothes and shit like that to the next level, and I applied the rules that I learned, because I was driving around for a period selling coke, Molly, perks, everything, and I would drive around from the second somebody woke me up in the morning from a phone call to the moment I fell asleep with the phone in my hand. I would be making deliveries, and I was like, nah, this ain't me. Especially I stopped doing drugs. I didn't want to live like that. I just took those same rules that I learned from that game into the legal game, where like, all right, I'm pulling up to your block all throughout the city. You know what I'm saying? This is limited. We're not making more after this. And I built the name like that, and now I got the website, fyl.nyc. The shit is doing great, and just took the rules that applied in one game and applied it to another. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but again, then you got all these ideas. The lottery.
That's natural. That shit comes to myself. Yeah, all of that that's all me too. People be like, yo, who you got? Who does your shit? Me. I got one guy that put my man Fridge. He brings them to life. Like, I'm not good with graphics and stuff. He's my graphic guy. We've been working together for like 3 years, 4 years now. So he knows what I like. So, yo, what's Sunday mornings come? I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to do for this week. Yo, Fridge, bang, this is what I want. Bang, bang, bang. He brings them to life on the computer. And the same day, we got a new design and a new piece of merch.
That's crazy, bro. Like, yo, listen, you got like a whole line of clothing. I always said I would never had the patience for it because it's a lot of work, and you could vouch for that.
It's a lot of work, but when you start seeing the residuals come in from that work, you be like, I could do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably what I need, a dope graphic guy.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? But nah, FYL merch. I gotta update my FYL merch. I think this gun I got is not gonna fit right in the new. I remember when you mailed my shit, and I was like, yo, you know, this is the address, and you said, all right, I'm gonna send you your stuff, Henry. I said. I said, yo, I don't know why I told this guy my first name. I'm surprised I didn't start seeing it under my comments and shit like that. You
nah, man, I don't do that shit.
Nah, but listen, so a podcast. Why never a fucking life podcast?
I thought about it. I just didn't get around to doing it.
Bro, you are podcast material. You know that.
I know, but I feel like there's so many fucking podcasts out. Like, it's just like, eh. But
again, there's a million rappers out there. You
yeah. I just feel like I haven't had the actual time to just sit down and do it, but I'm gonna do it soon.
It has to be on your time, though. Like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It has to be when it's right, when the stars align. Because, you know, if you start rushing this shit, it just won't be. And you're gonna get
exactly.
it. I'm gonna hear it, and it's gonna be fuck your life. I could already see what type of situation it's gonna be. It's gonna be a drink champs type of aura.
Facts.
Just interview. You got a bunch of niggas you can interview yourself.
I don't want to interview famous niggas though. I want to interview crackheads and shit like that.
You had the thing on YouTube. Why did you stop? What was it? Gutter TV? What was it?
Oh, Gorilla TV. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that shit. It wouldn't last in today's climate, man. Everything is politically correct now. You know what I'm saying? So
bro, you was out there violating.
I'm not a politically correct person, man, and I get myself into trouble. Like, it's not cool to ask girls, "Are you into fitness?" Just walk up to them and ask them, "Are you into fitness nowadays?" And they be like, "Nah, yeah, I'm into fitness." You into fitness? Dick in your mouth? You know what I'm saying? It's funny to me, but there's a lot of people that don't think it's funny. So I gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? I gotta relax.
Well, nigga, listen to me. You gotta somehow finagle that Gorilla TV back, my nigga.
Yeah, I just gotta tone it down a little bit. No, this is Gorilla TV. I've been starting to do it. What up, bro? I've been toning it down. It's on my highlights. My highlights on my Instagram on the Nems
with the
page.
bull, you had the megaphone. You was out there bugging with the megaphone.
I had fun with that. Yeah. That's promotion. Everything is promotion, man.
Listen to me though. But talk to me about the time son tried to prank you and you snuffed him.
He thanked me for that. I snuffed him, and he was like, yo, it's a prank. And I helped him up. I was like, yo, why the fuck you doing this? He was like, oh, thank you for hitting me. It's gonna go viral now. I was like, oh, word? I was like, here, take my number. When it comes out, give me a call. And he texted me when it came out. That shit got like 6 million views in like a day on World Star. That shit was lit.
Listen, what was it he said? He said something to you.
He said, yo, you gotta. The whole situation was it was Father's Day. And my father passed away like a while ago, but I was just like not in the mood to joke around. Like, and the nigga came up to me and was like, "Yo, you got a problem?" Like, I was in a deep conversation with my man. We was going back and forth, and I looked to the side of me. This nigga like, "Yo, you got a problem?" Reaching in his pocket. We in the middle of the hood. Like, I don't care how you dressed, how you look. You asking me if I got a problem reaching in your pocket. My first reaction is to duff you. You know what I'm saying? So I duffed him, and then he thanked me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna wrap this up, but before I do that, I just wanna say you had a crazy story, bro. Like, me being there for part of it, from the rough times in the beginning, to your rough patches, watching you bounce back is crazy. Because you made a comeback and a half, my nigga, and I'm a comeback guy. Every team I like in sports is because of a comeback. So your comeback story is one of the greatest. It's inspirational. and it's letting niggas know, every nigga out here, they got a piece of merch they want to push, or they're doing music. Don't give up. That's the message you're sending out by the continuous success that you're doing, bro.
Facts.
And
I mean, that's the thing, man. I want everybody to win, man. Like, it come to a place where it became fuck your life. It's still always and will always be fuck your life, but I'm in a position in life where it's just like, yo, I've come to the conclusion, like, yo, I want everybody around me, and even if I don't know you, I want everybody to win, man. There's enough winning to go around. When you win, you're happy, and there's less problems in the fucking world, man, and there's less problems for me to deal with because other people are happy. There's no reason all of us just can't win, man. All of us could get money and fucking just chill and not fucking shoot 1-year-old babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit, shit that's going on right now. Somebody in Brooklyn shot a 1-year-old baby. That's why that's on my mind. But there's no reason for shit like that to go on, man. Everybody should win, man. Win, win, win. And if I can help you on that goal to win, I'm with it. Let's get it.
That's a fact, bro. We still got it. We still have yet to lock the joint in. You know what I'm
saying?
That's
whatever.
Like
just send me a joint. Just send me a joint, whatever. I'm
telling you, I like the
online.
fact that no music, and we still maintain that bond and shit because it's realer than just music. I'm saying it's a real thing. Fact. And just for the record, all my niggas in the Bronx scream "fuck your life" because of you.
Yeah.
So me losing to you got them to scream "fuck your life" in the Bronx. Niggas was doing shit drunk. Fuck your life. I used to be like, all right, let that one slide. I really can't debate that. Yo, Nems, any last shout outs you want to give niggas or any plugs you want to do?
FYL.NYC. www.fyl.nyc. Go buy some merch. That's it.
I'm about to repost all your merch. Well, most of your merch. I'm not reposting all that shit because, my whole brand will be
a lot of shit. Yeah, facts.
My nigga, thank you. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
Many more blessings to you, man. Keep pushing forward. I'm in your corner, man.
Likewise, my bro. Have a good night.
All right, yo.
Peace.
That's a real nigga, man. That's a real guy right there. It's crazy because we was around for that, man. Me and my shout out to Chepo, shout out Tech 1017. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Beck. Shout out everybody that was in my corner in the Fight Club days. We was watching Nems come up. We was watching them work. Shout out to Cardi. You know what I'm saying? For all of y'all that don't know, Fight Club was a battle league, you know what I'm saying? And we was all there, and that's why I met Nems and everything. And Sun Story's official, man. And you know what I'm saying? That right there should be a prime example of don't give up. That man right there. Doing drugs and doing all this type of thing, going to jail, being on the run, coming home, getting it again, even better. I know what to do. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. I appreciate y'all. This is going to go on my IGTV. We're going to keep it here in case y'all want to watch it again. If y'all want to tag a friend or whatever, y'all already know. TDIMUZIK. Go get that preloaded mixtape. Follow a nigga. Show some love. Shout out to Lou Banger, what up? 163, what up? Shout out to Simpson. Shout out Coney Island. Shout out Brooklyn, Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that tuned in, man. Everybody. Longwood Ave, Soundview. We in here, man. 10 minutes to. I'm going to go get me another Red Bull because I'm going to need it. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be good.